But listen, dude, I mean, the tomato has been found. It's the most important part. What people don't know is NASA that lost the potato came under great pressure from the Italian-American League to find that tomato.
That tomato?
They go, whoa. Yeah, there's a good tomato. These tomatoes are from Israel. I use only Israeli tomatoes on my pizza. They got great tomatoes.
Yeah.
They're world-renowned tomatoes. But also, Italy's got great tomatoes. Greece has got great tomatoes. A lot of places over there in the Middle East got great tomatoes. California also has got great tomatoes. You know, New Jersey, the beefsteak from New Jersey is a great tomato. My dad used to call them tomatoes. John, you want your omelet with tomatoes? Tomato. With a tomato. That old 1950s Brooklyn accent is the best.
I love it.
I'm gonna park by the Johnny Pump. He called them Johnny Pumps. Called Puerto Ricans Puerto Ricans. Where are these Puerto Ricans? Is he Puerto Rican? Is Angelo Puerto Rican? I love that Puerto Rican character you did. It reminds me of a lot of Puerto Ricans I grew up with in Brooklyn. And tomato. You want a tomato? You got to say with an "eh" at the end. Not tomato. It's tomato. Jersey's got great tomatoes. They do have great tomatoes. But yeah, I mean, the Italians were upset about this. I don't know whether they were more upset about this or about Columbus Day being changed to Indigenous Peoples Day.
Up in arms.
They've been up in arms about those two things the most, I think, you know? So what can I say? Here we go. To Mr. DeVito.
Maron.
Yeah, here we go. So I think Kuj took a break from TikTok, called up NASA, and said, find that tomato. So they found the tomato. Apparently, it's been a real mystery. It was the disappearance of the first tomato grown in space. So it was actually grown in space, and it disappeared. Until this week, when the 7 astronauts at the International Space Station announced on the 25th anniversary of the orbiter that they found the rogue tomato. We might have found something that someone had been looking for quite a while. NASA astronaut finger sniffer Jasmine Mogbelli. Yeah. She cried when she found the tomato. She went, Jesus Christ, she's just like my grandmother's missing a tomato. It was the first one to be harvested and grown in space. It was grown in March by American astronaut Frank Rubio. Whoa. Don't. Look, the Mexicans can serve the food, but as far as harvesting the tomato, it's got to be delicate Italian hands. Okay? All right? The Mexicans may now dominate the kitchen, but as far as a tomato from my garden, I don't let anyone touch my garden. It's my garden. These tomatoes are fresh from my garden. Come over. I'm jarring sauce. I'll be jarring sauce all season. You know, we'll have sauce. You know, white people in America love to have deer meat in the freezer for the winter. And the Italians like just cans and cans and cans and cans of jarred sauce. I'm going to give a few to relatives on holidays. The rest is for mi familia. They mine. So the red robin tomato was harvested as part of the NASA experiment to grow produce in space for longer-term missions in the future. They're trying to figure out how Italians will do on Mars. This is a fresh tomato. Rubio said it was a proud moment. It would have made my mother proud. I continue the family tradition of growing tomatoes. She got mad. She said, you becoming an astronaut. Why are you becoming an astronaut? Open a restaurant like your father. We gotta make it with the pizza. What's the other? The focaccia. The real Italians, it's a focaccia. Give me the focaccia bread. So she got upset. Her mom got upset. Oh, disgrazia is in space. Go to Italy. Why you go to space? They don't have fresh figs in space. But he saved face by growing a tomato. Ma, this one's for you. This beautiful red tomato is for you. Did he sign the tomato? The one that he grew up. I want that tomato. I want it dehydrated. That tomato is real important to every Italian American right now. They want that fucking tomato.
You could do a lot with that tomato.
Dude, I want it signed by Frank Rubio, like a baseball. By the great astronaut Frank Rubio. It was a real proud moment right up until the day he lost track of the tomato.
He's not a real Italian.
Yeah, you don't lose track of a fucking grown tomato. What's funny is the tomato was just orbiting Earth. I think the aliens came, saw a tomato orbiting Earth, and they said, dude, it's beyond, we can't do anything. We can't help these people. They got a tomato in orbit. Because the funny thing is anything will just, I think there's like a space jacket or gear also just orbiting.
There's tons of space
There's
garbage.
space junk that just orbits. It get pulled by the gravitational pull. It's finger sniffer stuff. I don't understand how that works, but the pull of the Earth and the moon and everything pulls on each other. And even gravity's not like a pull down. It's everything's pulling on each other. We're pulling on each other. The furniture's pulling on the thing and the walls. I don't understand it. When I learned that, I was like, okay, I'm going back to asking AI what I leave as a tip. Because, dude, I thought gravity pulls you down, but it's not. It's pulling. It's holding everything in place, and everything's gravitational force is acting on everything else perfectly, right? So this chair is fucking. Everything is acting on each other to hold everything in place. Gravity's crazy.
Too confusing.
It's too confusing for me. Huh? I just want to go, huh? It's crazy that there's people who understand this stuff, and none of them ever seem to be on Twitter. They don't have any hot takes. They probably just, like, if they went on Twitter, they would just weep and go, my God, we got to get to Mars, dude.
Yeah.
You got to get me away from Andrew Tate's Matrix as soon as possible.